本戏北京临夏小伙伴们，你们回家！东北最漂亮的省市就是大本戏。
哎，我这都是啥呀？今天我要请你吃点铁板煎串呢。我跟你说，这玩意儿在俺们北台也是老多年了。咱开多少年了
？16年。
哎，16年了，看到没啊？就在俺家楼下，嘎嘎响。然后它这有这种铁板大鱿鱼、铁板大面筋，还有这个铁板大鸡皮，这都嘎嘎响。我跟你说，从小吃到大的啊！啊，这里还唠了啊，够不够瘾？哥们儿，你哪的哥们儿？东北这嘎的，就东北的了。说挺好啊，不一查我比俺们这懂。
Olaji Sunkanmi Temitope, Sufen a street content creator in Chinese media. In the bustling heart of Akure, Ondo State, where the rhythm of life pulses with the vibrant beats of Nigeria, a story unfolds about a man named Olaji Sunkanmi Temitope. At 35 years young, Sunkanmi, as he's affectionately known by friends and followers alike, is more than just a man. He's a storyteller, an influencer, and a content creator who has carved out a niche for himself in the vast expanse of the Chinese media landscape, specifically through the WeChat channel. From his early days, Sunkanmi was not just another boy on the streets of Akure. He was a dreamer with a football in his hands and a world of possibilities in his heart. Football was more than just a hobby. It was his first love, a passion that taught him the value of teamwork, perseverance, and the thrill of scoring goals amidst the cheers of friends. But as he grew older, Sunkanmi's interest expanded like the horizons of his ambitions. He found solace and excitement in the digital worlds of video games, where every level cleared was a testament to his strategic thinking and quick reflexes. And when the screens dimmed, he would immerse himself in the escapism of movies, analyzing characters and plots with a keen eye that only a true connoisseur of stories could possess. It was this love for storytelling that led him to the gates of the Chinese media empire. With WeChat as his platform, he began to craft content that resonated with audiences far beyond the borders of his homeland. His channel became a melting pot of cultures. Where Nigerian spirit met Chinese innovation, and where every post was a bridge connecting different worlds. Today, Sunkanmi stands not just as a content creator, but as a cultural and Bridge Afrique magazine media representative ambassador, his words and images painting a picture of a world that is diverse, interconnected, and full of stories waiting to be told.
And welcome to another episode of One-on-One with CEOs and Pace Setters. And I'm your host, Grace Damsa. In this program, we have guests from all around the world, but our priority is to promote Africa and pace setters across the globe, towards making them known and respected around the world, and to connect Africa to the world as we promote beauty, culture, and investment opportunity in African countries to the world to further attract credible investors. And our program is proudly brought to you by Bridge Afrique Media Network and Afrique TV. Today, I have the pleasure of hosting Mr. Olaji Sunkanmi Temitope, who is based in China and is skit maker. Can you tell us about your childhood in Akure and how it has shaped your personality and dreams?
Yeah, my childhood in Akure, right?
Yes.
My childhood in Akure was wonderful, you know. I spent all my life in my childhood life in Akure, and I think Akure is Sikon precisely. Is Sikon. I don't know, maybe you know that area in Akure.
I don't know.
You know, Akure is one of the maybe it's one of the big city or biggest city in Ondo State, and it's the state capital of Ondo State. So it's a very
Yes,
lively
I think I've
place.
been to.
Yo, I schooled in Akure, and being in Akure, it has so many. It has a lot of impact in my life. Like, I have all my friends, my childhood friends, they all live in Akure. But maybe now, I don't know about now, but maybe before I left Nigeria, they all live in Akure. And due to the maybe the life we live in Akure, it has always followed me to China here. Like in Akure, I've been a gentle guy. Yeah, Akure is not like Lagos that everything is like bow, 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 bow like that. Yeah,
Yes.
so that has been part of my life, like being a gentle guy, not looking for another trouble, like just doing my things on my own, myself. Yes.
Okay. So how has it shaped your personality and your dreams? I know you're a skit maker and all.
Yeah, actually, when I was in Accra, let's say it didn't shape my life precisely. Yes, it is. About my skit stuff. I got to China here before I realized, like maybe I can speak Chinese, like maybe I should start doing the skit stuff. But when I was in Accra, I don't even have these kind of dreams in Akure. When I was in Akure, my dream was like maybe to be a doctor, a lawyer, stuff like that. And maybe to be a football player. Yes, a football player. Yes, yeah. So my life in Akure then and my skit making now, no, 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 it doesn't have any impact. It was when I got to China here, then I realized my dream. Like maybe I want to be a skit maker. Yeah. But
All right.
maybe Akure shaped my life in maybe being the person I am today. Like maybe a gentle guy, an easygoing person. Yeah, maybe maybe it shaped my life like that, yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good to hear. So what role you spoke about football. So
Oh
what role
yeah.
do football you will still have time to play football?
Of course, I would say football is my hobby. Yes. That's my
Okay.
hobby. Yes, my like the only hobby I have. Hobby is different from maybe like maybe my skit this skit
Mm,
making is my this content is just like something I like. But my hobby is playing football and
okay.
watching football. Even at midnight, I can watch football at midnight.
Wow.
Yes, and playing football. If you call me now, oh, Sunkanmi football, wow, jalo play football. Ma did immediately ni. Ma kubutu mini. And
Can you speak that? Can you speak what you just said in Chinese, please?
oh sure, 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 sure.
Go ahead.
就是不管我在哪里，你要是能给我打电话告诉我，我们去踢足球，我马上都起来了，拿我那个
Wow.
球鞋就去踢球。
Nice. Okay. I won't ask you. I won't go further. I won't go further. I won't go further. All
So football has been like it's been part of my life, even right from Akure. Yes, yeah. So if you want to talk about maybe if you want to talk about maybe how football has a lot of impact in my life, that's yeah from Akure because when I was in Akure, then in my secondary school, I attended this school was called Tofas. I don't know maybe you know Tofas secondary school in Akure. I
Okay.
don't know. Yeah, so I'm one of the school this thing football team.
Oh wow. You
Yeah,
look
yeah.
like a footballer with your hairstyle.
Oh, sure,
That's
sure.
those are footballers.
Yeah, sure, sure. I often play football. Yes. No
Nice.
matter no matter the season, no matter the weather, I would play football.
Mm.
It's been part of my life, yes, since my childhood. Yes. So
Okay.
generally,
All
it's
right.
my hobby. It's my hobby.
Reach Afrique Magazine is the award-winning and globally respected publication for authoritative information regarding business potentials and opportunities in Africa of interest to China and beyond. Your business doesn't get to Africa if it's not on Bridge Afrique magazine. We are the official magazine of Ethiopian Airline. What are you waiting for? You can contact us plus 861 391894 3324. Your business is next in line.
The multiple award-winning magazine, Bridge Afrique magazine, received double award at the Ohanezen Digbo Youth Awards 2024. The magazine was honored as the International Magazine of the Year 2024. And the chairman and executive producer of Bridge Afrique magazine, Mr. Kalawol O'Michael JP, was also honored as Great Leadership and Media Excellence Award 2024. We are committed to giving you the best reportage. Advertise with us today. Contact us at +86139 189 432324 or www.bridgeafreaksmagazine.net.
Okay, now what motivated you to traveling to China and for the first time, and how did you come about starting your skit in China?
What motivated me to come to China was generally it's about Nigeria life, about searching for schools in Nigeria. Like maybe after my jam, my WAEC, I started looking for schools in Nigeria, like all those universities. And in Nigeria too, but I'm only one university like especially all those big universities in Nigeria. Especially all those big universities in Nigeria, And me, I don't want to go to all those Jaku universities in Nigeria, because my mom is she's a teacher and headmistress. Yes, so she wants me to have a sound education, and it's not even about maybe my mom is an headmistress that makes me to come to China here. It's because of the way, Nigeria, the way they school, like the education system in Nigeria is kind of tough. 4 years study, you can use about 7 to 10 years. And to even get your preferred your preferred what's it called university, you need to work hard. You need to know people. So that gives me a lot of. I think it's kind of stressful. So my mom just said, "Oh, to Bali, los abroad, kolo school." So then I had a friend in China here, and that guy was like, "Oh, you can come to China here to study." So that was how I came to China here to study. And maybe then after my study and during my study, I started learning Chinese, like the language, because in China here, if you can't speak Chinese, I'm telling you, you can't live here. You're gonna feel very, very uncomfortable because they speak Chinese here. They hardly speak English. Yeah, so you need to learn this Chinese in China here. So that was how I learned it. I put more effort in learning the Chinese. And after that, I thought, my Chinese is good. So that was what motivated me to like start shooting all those skits, with Chinese language because Chinese really loves foreigners speaking their language. So that gives me a lot of that motivates me. Yeah.
Wow. All right. So now, what inspired you to pursue a career in content creation? And how did you discover your niche in the Chinese media?
In China here, there's an app called TikTok, but in China here they call it Douyin in China here. First thing is it's I think I have the talent, to like an acting talent. I think I have that kind of talent, like to act. I can act. The baby can act anything like where can your king she be with can she be anything. I can do it. Yeah, nǹkan tó kọ́kọ́ motivate me nìyẹn. Like I know I have this kind of talent, so I just said, let me just make good use of these talent, And in China here, sure, and in China here, if you are a foreigner in China here and you can speak that Chinese language very well, of course people will like you, and you can make money like Nigeria, all those kit makers in Nigeria, like Instagram, other stuff. Yeah. In China here also, you can also make money. So me, I was like, oh, don't let me just waste this my talent, and I don't want to waste the Chinese language I know how to speak. I was like, oh, let me just use it in a good way. So that was what motivated me. Like, oh, let me
Mm,
just start shooting this content in Chinese. And I can't even shoot it in English because they can't understand me in English. So I need to use this Chinese language
yes,
to
yes.
to do to do my skit. That's how I can get fans. Because we are in China,
Mm,
because also when you are in Rome, you behave like the Romans, right?
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, so I'm in China here, so I need to speak Chinese.
That's,
Yeah.
that's really great to hear. Okay, now move to the next question, which is can you share some of the challenges you face as a Nigerian creating content for predominantly Chinese audience?
Ah, let me just say, in China is full of histories and mysteries. Even this
Mm,
content creating stuff, it's kind of difficult in China here. Yeah. Most especially as a black boy, like as a black guy, or not even as a black guy, as a black race in China here,
mm,
it's difficult. It's difficult
wow.
really because on that when you post some things, some people under your content, like under your distinct videos, they start saying stuff like racist words. Yeah.
Mm,
But one thing is you don't let their words or what they write, you don't let it discourage you.
let it get to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. You don't
Mm,
like to discourage you. So you keep going, you keep going. And like I said, if you as a foreigner in China, if you can speak a good Chinese language, I think you have an upper hand.
I
Yes.
have an egg. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. People will like your videos. Just give them like anything that makes sense. Chinese are they are really, really good people. They are really, really good
Mm,
people. But it's everywhere. We have bad people and good people. But especially, in my city here, there are good people in my city here. Those Chinese, like even they encourage me. Some people will even send a message to me and tell me, "Oh, today go and shoot this kind of content. Go to this place and shoot a video." Things like they really like me here. So that was like it motivates me like to do more for them. Yes, to do more for them. But those people that always write all those racist words under my videos. They are not even people around me here. They are people maybe far away. I don't. Maybe some are not even Chinese. Some are maybe foreigners. They can just take a translating this thing, uh, application, and then they translate rubbish in Chinese, then they post it under your this thing. And this content stuff. It's like a competition. You are competing with, like, as a foreigner in China, you are competing with Chinese also. So maybe
Chinese
once,
content creators.
yes, maybe when some see your videos that it's having a lot of audience more than them, then they will start
Envy.
doing, yeah, they will start envying you, like they will start putting out all those racist words, you know.
Mm,
So there's nothing we can do.
mm.
Ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nigeria now, dada. So it's everywhere. So, but you don't like, you motivate yourself. So you don't let that like let you down or think too much about it. It's normal. It's normal. It's normal. So it's
Okay.
normal.
That's good. It just shows your resilience and hard work. It shows your
Of
resilience
course.
and hard work. Yeah,
Of
so
course
we'll move to
it is what I
the
like.
yeah. We'll move to the next question quickly.
Okay.
Okay, now your work bridges Nigeria and the Chinese culture very beautifully. So how do you ensure that your content resonate with both culture? Like how does it really yes, with both of your audience, both Nigeria and you know Nigerian diaspora
most
and also, right here at home and also the Chinese people.
most of my fans, they are all in China here.
Okay.
Yes, because the TikTok we use in China here, it's within China here.
Okay.
Yes, it's within China here. It's not even outside China here. And those foreigners, like the foreigners, like you know, the foreigners under my videos, you know, there are people in China here. They are not people outside China, you know. So they understand the culture here, and they understood my videos whenever I post any videos. And my
Mm,
videos are based on Chinese culture, because that's how you can make money. Because China likes people to embrace, like to embrace their culture, you know. When you embrace the culture, then they will support you. So my videos, anybody that lives in China, whenever they see my videos, they understood, by like they would know now what does this video means. They knows.
mm,
Yeah. So I don't need to stress myself with maybe trying to bring the maybe Nigeria culture then Chinese culture together. No, 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 no. You don't do that. No. Because the video is just within China here, and those people within China here, as a Nigerians, they understand what I mean. Like they understand the videos very well. Yes. So I only do
okay.
things in Chinese ways, like the culture, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's easy.
Bridge Afrique Magazine is the award-winning and globally respected publication for authoritative information regarding business potentials and opportunities in Africa of interest to China and beyond. Your business doesn't get to Africa if it's not on Bridge Afrique Magazine. We are the official magazine of Ethiopian Airline. What are you waiting for? You can contact us +861 391894 3324. Your business is next in line.
The multiple award-winning magazine, Bridge Afrique Magazine, received double award at the Ohanesin Digbo Youth Awards 2024. The magazine was honored as the International Magazine of the Year 2024, and the chairman and executive producer of Bridge Afrique Magazine, Mr. Kalawol O'Michael, JP, was also honored as Great Leadership and Media Excellence Award 2024. We are committed to giving you the best reportage. Advertise with us today. Contact us at +86139 189 432324 or www.bridgeafreaksmagazine.net.
What have you learned? Because you must have learned something, must have seen something. Like you said, Chinese, and there's so much history and mysteries, like you said. So what part of their history or their culture has influenced your skit making? Have you learned from what have you learned from the Chinese culture that has influenced your storytelling and your creative art?
You know, about the Chinese culture, you know, let me just say, as a foreigner in China, you can't learn all the Chinese culture, but you got to learn the ones that, you know, are useful to you, you know. Like me, as a skit maker, you know, I just have to learn those ones that I know, that are useful for my skit making, you know. Like there is a word in Chinese like don't be hua. Don't be hua. You know, it's like a dialect. It's like a dialect, like a language, like Kawashin show you bye bye. So
Yeah.
that don't be hua is also their own native language, you know.
Okay.
So you need to learn if you want to be a skate maker in China, most especially if you are in the northern side of China here, you know, you need to learn that dialect. You need to learn that native language. You need to learn it. So, and you need to follow their ways, like maybe what they eat, how they speak, how they respect others. You need to learn it, and how they dress. So you need to learn all those things before you can start making skits here. Ó kàn dàbí pé téèyàn bá lọ sí northern side di Nàìjíríà lọ́dọ̀ àwọn Haúsá
Right.
wọ̀nyẹn, ṣé mo pé téèyàn bá wà lọ́dọ̀ àwọn Haúsá wọ̀nyẹn, èèyàn máa learn the language wọn now and the way they dress
Right.
also. Yeah,
Right.
you need to do sometimes even some skit makers when they go to northern side of Nigeria, you know, they dress like the Fulanis, the Hausas, you know. It's the same thing here. Yes.
Mm.
So where I am here, I'm in the northern side of China here, and so I need to dress the way they dress. I need to speak the way they speak. That's how you can be successful in the skit making.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice. So now, can you share a moment of your career that you consider particularly memorable or significant in your journey in China and as a content creator?
Oh, which one should I say? Maybe I really don't have any. Maybe我那件水呀，摔小一点，干哈？I'm sorry, my daughter. Or maybe the most wonderful thing that has happened to me in China is maybe getting married to a Chinese and having a child.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, maybe that was the most wonderful thing that I think has happened to me in China here. And about
Wow.
my skit making stuff, let's just say I just started, Mushasha Bereni, so it's not like maybe it's not yet big, but I'm hoping, yes. So could this much about the skit making stuff, but I'm trying to like put more effort into it, like to make it big because if you can only you're not in Bere. She understand now. So but the most wonderful thing that has happened to me in China is getting married to a Chinese and having a child. Chinese child, yes.
Wow. All right now. So since you're just beginning, what's your long term goal? What's your long term goal? If you don't mind.
My long time goal is to be famous. Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe to be famous in China here and maybe outside China, but maybe outside China, maybe it will be difficult because all my content is about China here, it's about the Chinese people. So maybe to be famous within my city here, maybe within my city and
Mm.
within China, maybe uh, that's my that's my long time maybe goal. Yes, that's what I
Yeah,
wish for.
that's good. And that's why you said Moshe Shebereni. That's
Oh,
great.
sure. Much appreciated.
Yeah. So just like
So,
this, this artist says, I want to be rich and famous.
oh,
All
sure,
this something like that.
sure.
Well, that's
Although,
really great. That's
sure, I
that's
just
really good.
started, but I think I've been like I've gathered a lot of on the audience. I've gathered a lot of audience, like my fans. Whenever I'm outside driving, or whenever people see me outside, they start mentioning, "Oh, this is that guy, the foreign guys shooting skits, stuff like that." So I wish to later think about Losita to mama oh, let's take photos together, videos together, please. Oh, famous guy.
Autograph.
Oh yeah, that's my
Yeah.
dream. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's great. So now, who are your role models? Who model you in this
Oh,
career path that you have chosen? You understand? And what lesson can you share with those that are looking up to you as their role model? I'm sure you have so many followers on your handle, right?
sure.
Under your family, and so many people, because I'm sure you have so many of your fans and people looking up to you. They are looking up to you as a role model. You
Oh,
get
sure.
so. What is your say to them? You tell us your role model, and what advice do you have to those looking up to you?
Oh, my role model about this kit making stuff, maybe let's say on Instagram, Nigeria Instagram, I think every skit makers on Nigeria Instagram, they are like my role models. Do you know this guy?
Motivate.
What's this guy's name? Sabinos, or what's the guy? Sabinos.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like that guy's skit, and there's a guy called Shank. Shank.
Okay.
Shank, yeah. I always follow his skit, and yeah, my biggest role model is this guy, Wuliagba.
Only Agba.
Oh
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I always watch all these episode, all those Sunday service. Like I always do. I
Hmm.
always watch everything. Yes, here in China here. So I always like I do learn from him. He always his videos are centered on motivating people. Like letting people understand, like to give, like to teach. There's always a lesson in all his videos.
Mhm.
And so I
Yeah,
think it's
something
not
to
even shooting
learn.
it for the sake of maybe gathering audience, but it's also shooting it for the sake of letting people learn a lot from it.
Mm.
So that was like the first thing I learned from his videos is that to shoot something that makes sense, to let people learn from your videos, not just view it, then laugh and let it go. So in
Mm.
Nigeria, I think I have these three role models: Wole Agba, Sabinos, and that guy Shank. And in China here, in my city here, I have a guy that we work together, a Chinese guy. He's also my role model. He put me into this what's it called, into this skit making stuff. He enlightened me. He brought me out to make, like, to let people know, oh, there is a guy in this city, a foreign guy in this city that wants to start doing all this skit making stuff. So the guy has always been my boss, even though I'm not even working under him anymore, but I still respect him. And
Mm.
anytime I have anything, I go to him. Oh, master, please, could you help me out? And he's always ready to help me. And the guy also is like all those Wole Agba. He always shoots something that gives people hope, or that gives people, that motivate people, like to do more in life. His skit is not even maybe shooting for shooting sake. He always motivate
Mm.
people with his shoot making. And what can I tell people? I don't know, maybe I don't know if I have a role model. I don't know. I don't know, right? Sorry, I don't know if people are looking up to me as a role
Of
model. I
course
don't
they
know.
are. Of course you are. They are. Of course.
I don't know.
Definitely.
I actually don't know, because but what I would like to tell people that wants to start doing all this skit making is, the first thing is, but honestly, the first thing is to have someone that can put you through it. Skit making stuff is difficult. It's not something you just say, maybe you woke up and you start doing, because as times goes on, you need to change your content. You need
Mm.
brains. You need more than two brains together, to help you out to think about the content you need to put out. So to those people thinking of doing this kit, to start all this kit making stuff, you need to have someone to put you through. And the road is rough. It's not smooth. It's not smooth. But they need to, like, calm down. They need to calm down, like, work hard, put more effort before they can make it. It's not easy as people see all those videos we shoot. It's not easy. It's not. So, but they need to put more effort, work hard. When they put more effort, work hard, and be respectful, they need to be respectful also. I think they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it.
Mm.
Yes.
All right. All right. So I'm prompted to ask what what are the themes of your skits? Like just like you said, there's the Wole Agba, he's always saying things that are motivational to people. He has his theme, he has his niche, like okay, this is the kind of message I want to drive home. So from your skit, what kind of message are you passing to your audience?
Oh, the kind of message I pass to my audience, to my skit, is like, whenever, like, in a place you are, like in a city
Mhm.
you are, no matter how bad the city is, you
Mm.
don't let others, like, you don't let outsiders knows the secret of your city. Even if your city is bad, you need to like, you need to publicize it, that, oh, it's a very good city. We love everything in my city, even though the city is kind of, maybe it's not as beautiful as it is, but you don't let people know your secret.
About yeah.
It's, yes, it's about husband and wife. You guys can fight in your room, but when you go outside, you don't let people know your secret.
Mm.
Yeah. So my skit is about my city here, uh the beautiful places in my city here, then the delicious delicates in my city here. I just put it out to people to let them know, oh, there is a small city. They have beautiful places, they have delicious meals. like, oh, they can just come here to have a taste, to come and see themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So my skit is about maybe like just trying to like embrace the little things you have.
Wow.
Yes, even if it's not beautiful, even if it's not big, just try to embrace it.
And
Yes,
be content. Be
yeah,
content. Wow.
of course, yes. So my skit is
Mm,
all about that.
okay. From what you said earlier, you said your audience basically are in China. So how do we, because bridging Africa and the world, so how do we relate with you? We are proud that we have somebody, a skit maker outside there. So we want to relate and promote our very own. So how can we now since you said it's just right there
Yeah,
in China, so how do we, I'm constantly honest, how do we benefit from your content creation? How do we view
there
and
is. I think
participate?
there are two ways to benefit from my this thing, to see my skit. The first way is to open an Instagram page to start posting all
Okay,
those videos on Instagram, and
okay,
also to start posting on Twitter, or maybe to start posting it on WhatsApp status. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so
Mm.
people maybe outside Nigeria, they can see my videos, but I decided not to do that now because I'm not yet a superstar. I'm not yet blown.
You are a superstar. You
Oh
are
yeah,
our
yeah.
ambassador as Afrique, so you are.
Maybe so. I don't have that much fans now. So I think putting it out on Instagram now, it's not something maybe I wish to do now. But maybe before the end, but like before this year's runs out, I can open on Instagram, to start posting my videos there. So people in Nigeria, outside China, they can see my videos. They can watch my
Okay.
videos. Yes, yes, yes.
Wow. Okay, it's really great talking with you. So can you say some words of encouragement in Chinese and also in Yoruba dialects?
Ah, maybe in Yoruba dialect, 就是báwo lọ ṣe ń sọ báwo lọ ṣe ń pòwe ọmọ abíire kì í sun kì í ọmọ tán bíire kì í sòru àbí kì í sùn àbí báwo lọ ṣe ń pòwe ní Yorùbá. you know no matter ibi téèyàn bá wà, uh,
Mm,
kéèyàn máa ṣe dáadáa. you
mm,
know yes, kéèyàn má
right,
rò pé òun ti kúrò nílé kó wá máa ṣe yánmayànmá níta, because
right.
orúkọ ilé ẹ ó máa gbé ẹ, kò síbi téèyàn bá wọ̀ máa gbé ni ẹ káàkiri ni. So
Mm,
àwa táwa níta la lè Yorùbá mi ò fi gbogbo ara dá a mọ́. àwa you know àwa táwa níta tó ṣe pé oh, sorry, àwa táwa níta la lè gbé orúkọ country wa, la lè gbé orúkọ
right.
ẹbí wa ga. You see, understand me now.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
tá bá wà níta ká ṣe bí ká wùwà ọmọlúàbí.
Right.
But then, sometimes life is difficult, life is kind of difficult sometimes. So no matter nǹkan tí life bá throw síyàn, tó bá jù síyàn, kẹ́ni má fi gbogbo ara react sí. Like some people, maybe when they're outside their country, they behave anyhow. They do
Right.
things they don't ought to do. They do things they don't do before at home. So
Mm,
kéèyàn rántí ilé tó ti jáde, kó rántí ọmọ ẹni tó jẹ́. Yeah.
mm,
So kéèyàn má kánjú jayé. Ó wà
mm,
very very important. Kéèyàn má kánjú jayé. So kéèyàn ní sùúrù kéèyàn ní sùúrù di ìgbà àti àsìkò tiẹ̀. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ní gbogbo èèyàn ló ní ìgbà àti àsìkò. So kólúkálùkù dúró kó má kánjú jayé. And that's just all. That's all. That's all.
all right. For your Chinese audience that will be watching this interview, what do you have to say to them in Chinese as well?
就一句话，就是努力，对，不要着急，慢慢来吧。That's all.
All right. I wish I knew what you said, but
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. What I said in Yoruba, that was what I translated in Yoruba. Like that was what I translated in Chinese. Like people should stay strong, like work hard. Yeah. Then like it's gradually you're gonna get to where you want us to be. Yes.
Mm, mm. Okay, now what do you have to say to Bridge Afrique? Our aim, our priority as Bridge Afrique magazine is to bridge the gap between Africa and the world, promoting culture, the beauty, and every other thing that we do. So, what do you have to say to Bridge Africa, and how can we better improve our services?
I think Bridge Africa, it's a good media platform. You guys have worked wonderfully and you've done like wonderfully. So I think there's nothing much to do. Just keep doing what you know how to do. Yes, just keep doing your best. Like don't look at others like maybe this media company has done a lot, like they are moving faster than us. Báwo ló ṣe ń sọ ní Yorùbá? Ìbejì ń jẹ́ dá sí ọpọlọ wọn ó yàtọ̀ síra. Ká má sáré.
Yeah.
Like yeah, ká má sáré jù. It's a gradual process, but I think Bridge Africa, they like you've tried. Yes, just keep going and just keep doing what you know how to do best. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr.
Nice.
Sukomi. We really appreciate your time here. Thank you so much. And our regards to your beautiful wife and your daughter.
Oh.
I heard you talking to her the other time.
Oh yeah, it's very stubborn. She's very stubborn.
Oh. Like, okay, it's all right.
She's very
Did
stubborn.
she take that trait from you?
No, maybe she took that from my mom.
Oh, wow.
I'm a gentle guy. I'm not stubborn, but maybe our mom is not gentle.
Anyway, in this life, we all need a form of stubbornness to actually pull through to success. So.
Oh, sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, I
Thank
said
you.
thank you.
All
I
right,
said
then.
thank you.
So we have come to knowing what to do is halfway of getting what you want. Your advert on our Bridge Afrique magazine is next in line. Contact us today and let us give you a global branding and publicity.